Okay, welcome back to the channel. I hope everyone is doing well. So, OTABEK KHOLMATOV from Uzbekistan is supposedly going to fight Raymond Ford for the vacant WBA featherweight belt. Now, I have to give credit to True School Sports. He broke this story about a week ago, and he's been banging the drum for OTABEK KHOLMATOV for a while. He lives in Florida, and that KHOLMATOV trains in Florida, so he's seen him train a lot. And I was familiar with the name because I did a documentary on Uzbekistan boxers. I'll leave the link up here if you want to see that. So I'd heard about him, but there was just too many boxers to really fit into the narrative. But I hadn't really seen him fight. But I've been watching him fight now, and look, that's a Leigh Wood vacates his belt. Okay, that he's supposedly ducking KHOLMATOV. I'm going to do a video on the actual concept of ducking pretty soon, because Leigh Wood had a pretty tough schedule. He might be too big for the weight, blah blah blah. He's been in a couple of really tough fights. He's had to come back from a massive knockout defeat, and now he's got this southpaw, hard-hitting, tough Uzbek guy breathing down his neck. So you do wonder whether I called it a business duck, whether that came into play. But nonetheless, Raymond Ford, who is Matchroom's fighter, he's a very slick, crispy puncher. He's got a good step back game. He's got good skills. He's a very based on confidence. He was touted a pretty good prospect, but then he had some indifferent performances. There was a couple of controversial ones. But he, as of late, the last couple of years, he's been with Coach Anthony, the YouTube, great channel he's got, and he's obviously a great coach as well. And now he's had Raymond Ford for a couple of years at least. I think when Raymond Ford had that, I forgot the guy's name, I'll leave it on the screen. He had a controversial win, and he didn't look great in it, and it definitely could have gone either way. But after that, he changed trainers, and he got his confidence back. Then he beat Jesse Magdalena. He had a couple of fights, and he just sounded a lot better. And Eddie Hearn, his promoter, was saying, he's like he's not going to lose this fight against Magdalena. So he ended up winning that fight, and now he's putting himself in position. But I say unfortunately, this KHOLMATOV geezer looks like he's a real tough customer. He beat that English guy. I forget his name as well. I'm sorry. I'll put his name on the screen as well. My memory's so bad. I just watched the highlights yesterday. Man, what is his name? He was undefeated at the time, I think. But that guy said that KHOLMATOV was the best fighter he'd ever fought. And KHOLMATOV took him out in about 5 or 6 rounds. I'll pull some clips up now, or before. But look, KHOLMATOV, southpaw, Uzbekistan, they churn them out deliberately there. Okay, so they're fluid from both stances, but they get reared as a southpaw. He's got a bit of pop in him. 10 knockouts in 11 fights. They say he's 24 years old, but he looks a bit older than that to me. But nonetheless, he's probably got a lot of experience. And True School Sports was saying that he's got great stamina. And he was going in on this guy for a couple of years now. So he's watching him spar and all that. Loves his confidence, but you can just tell he's very poised. A lot of Uzbeks are, because they start from very young. In fact, I was chatting to Chris Andre on one of my comments on that documentary that I did. Great channel, amazing channel actually, amazing analyst, amazing technical breakdown YouTube channel. If you don't know that, I'll leave the link to his channel in the description box. You've got to check him out. But nonetheless, he was telling me that it's part of the school system, boxing for kids in Uzbekistan, right? So you can only imagine how long they've been doing it. And you give somebody more experience, more often than not, they're going to be better at it, right? And obviously when talent comes in. Now Raymond Ford is very talented, okay? He's got some skills, he absolutely does. And he's been getting better. And when he's got his confidence going, he's a good, sharp, crisp fighter. He's going to absolutely need to get his stamina up for this one. And he's going to need to somehow keep this KHOLMATOV off him, because like he's gonna probably try to break him down, and you know KHOLMATOV likes to put pressure on the front foot, which a lot of Uzbeks do, and they'll come in and bounce with that pendulum step, looking for that back hand, the straight hand, or that looping uppercut. He's going to apply that pressure, and the second half of that fight is going to look real rough for Raymond Ford, I think. But look, he's been going from strength to strength, and he's sounding really confident, and he does have a skill set. And when you are highly skilled in parts, that is usually the kryptonite to defeat most fighters, if not all, because he does study or practice the art of boxing, which is to hit and not get hit. So look, I'm not saying he doesn't have a chance to win the fight, but it is a very tough fight nonetheless. Hasn't been made yet, but supposedly that is for the vacant WBA belt. So looking forward to that one. I'm always excited when an Uzbek fighter pops up, because they are so well versed, they're very polished, and they're very disciplined, and they're fun to watch, and they're exciting to me. I really enjoy their style. And like I said, I did a documentary of it, and you know, check it out, because I'll go into the fluidity, their footwork, and their rhythm, and their culture, and stuff like that. But look, just a quick video from me. I hope you guys are well. Thank you for tuning in. Peace and love to all the subscribers, and thanks to anybody new. If you are new, hit the subscribe button. I've got loads of videos coming. It's night time now. I've got the train kick. It's just a beautiful night here. I wish I could do this video for longer. Anyway, I'm out. Take care.